Good morning, everyone. This is your Hall of Famer, Director Marlon Green, community activist and concept developer, Hall of Fame, Director of Photography. Let's jump right into it. First of all, I'm the one that gave you mainstream media and also two other terms that they have borrowed from me: shifting gears and turning pages. Okay, shifting gears means that you are switching to another subject and speeding up or slowing down the pace of the topic. Okay, turning pages is just like a whole new chapter or turning a whole new subject. Okay, get it right. First of all, I want to say you're idiots if you don't like me. Now I have all of my intellectual property and copyright notices on my website. So all of my ideas, past, present, and future, are now protected. Those of you who owe me money for infringing on my copyrights and intellectual property rights, you have to pay. A sign of karma is right in your face and you don't see it. You've passed the best photographer up in the state to hire other people, and all kind of accidents and everything is happening to them. So I don't have to do anything. The universe will pay you back for me. Also, I wanted to say Republicans and Democrats are idiots. It's both of them's fault that we're not prospering. President Trump tries to start a war because he's not satisfied with the impeachment process. Both of them are stalling. At first, the Democrats were denying due process. Now they're advocates for due process, and now the president is stalling. And both of them are full of shit. They don't like the truth. Most people make enemies of the truth in America. A shout out to the armed forces. A lot of you all are racist, and the proof is the West Point videos and y'all showing all of these signs and shit. And that just goes to show you no matter how much America talks about they are so much better than everyone else, they still play the underhanded racism. Everyone else plays their racism out in the open. America plays it out in the open only when it benefits them, okay? And also, don't get mad at my international girls come and see me from overseas. Y'all had a chance and y'all screwed it up. My year is starting off a little bit better than last year, but we'll see. Muslims need to do a better job at showing that they are global citizens, and Christians and Jews need to show a better job over racism. I don't like the only African American getting charged with hate crimes, and you have all of these white boys. You have the FBI, part of the KKK. You have every law enforcement agency brutalizing black folks, and they act like they can't say or see anything. Our women are weak, and they show all kind of telltale signs that they are weak, like news anchors sitting amongst three men and repping everybody else's stories instead of your own, being sensitive for everybody else's story instead of your own, helping everybody else's men instead of your own. Y'all in America are idiots. You ruined Christmas with that gender this and gender that shit, and you got our jobs took for Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of us dads are broke for Christmas and New Year's because of y'all buddy shit and y'all gender equality shit. Both of them are non-issue because we all get abused by the wealthy. This is why I've taken away the GF Summit from President Trump. And this is why I shoot down statements by people like Michelle Obama, because she's all over everybody's media getting awards, but nothing is changing. Maybe for certain females, but not for all of us. These bitches like to be seen and heard and looking good, but they're not considering or they're not really up on the quality of life issue. And also, they put their kids first and put yours last, just like the Obamas made their 17-year-old daughter an ambassador to African affairs from the White House. That's bullshit. And while y'all add ambassador to my title, and the U.S. Armed Forces and the rest of y'all have to fucking respect it. A lot of y'all are in Africa just for the riches, just for the mischief, just for to say that you're in Africa. I would suggest that African Americans stop joining the U.S. military as long as they disrespecting us, because y'all don't have no respect, and they disrespect it. You don't really have no honor. They don't really have no honor too, because if they did, they'll be doing something against the deep state, the Illuminati, the pedophiles. You never get a consistent gain on these guys because our leaders are in on it. They'll say one thing and they'll turn the back, just like President Trump destroyed the Iran nuclear deal, and he talking about he's preventing a war. He's actually escalating a war or starting a war. And this is the same tactics that our leaders have been using that have us spending all of these billions and billions of dollars in all of these other states and countries. And it's not worth following some of these leaders. And also, a lot of you all have mental problems and would never, ever admit it. A lot of you all are biting my opportunities, taking away my creativity and selling it to someone else, giving my accolades and my achievements to someone else. You all are idiots, and your behavior shows it. You act like you don't like me. I look better than the guys you dating. I'm hotter than all of the directors that you hire. And last time I looked in the mirror, I didn't lose any fans. As a matter of fact, I'm gaining fans. And me and my daughter are talking to them, so that's a good sign. And I don't need none of you to make me happy, because you know what? I'm an independent thinker, I'm a critical thinker, and I'm a stand-up guy. A lot of the guys that y'all look up to ain't shit. And a lot of the underdogs been beaten the premium teams in the wild card race. Last night, Tennessee beat the Buffalo Bills, and today the New Orleans Saints face the Vikings, and they can lose because the New Orleans Saints has lost the playoffs to the Vikings many of times, and they still have to recover from that. Also, a lot of you all take kindness for weakness, and so no matter how nice we are to you, you're still going to act like animals. You're still going to act like heathens. And if you owe anything, pay us. And you're not going to do any business in Africa owing me. If I told you that your organization is banned, they're going to still be nice to you, but they're not going to make no money, or they're not going to do no business with you, okay? You brought this shit on yourself. This is Queen Elizabeth syndrome and these sissy-ass comedians trying to be world leaders. They don't have what it takes to be world leaders. They have to get their accolades from criticizing the president in a leadership position, and they're just in an entertainment position. That shit doesn't make... The UK trying to make all of their talk show hosts drama majors, world leaders, and at the same time, you all are passing up African Americans trying to look good, making slave pictures before Americans, trying to take all the money, taking advantage of the social conditions of America. A lot of you all need your head examined, and I'm not going to bow down just because you're a woman. If you're a woman, you're still supposed to have honor. You're still supposed to work hard. You're still supposed to earn everything you get, not sit on your ass watching for the highest bidder. And you know what? Y'all don't even talk to the guys that's broke, or regular guys like me. You go straight for the husbands. You go straight for the guys and be hoes for the guys that's got an extra change. We need term limits for these bureaucrats. We need pay cuts for these bureaucrats. We need equal opportunity. We need consistency across all of the platforms, not just the ones the Democrats favor. And all of you all are idiots compared to me, including the U.S. Armed Forces, because all of you all are yes people when you have something to gain, and when you don't have anything to gain, you don't do anything. Nothing is done right.